When white girls go missing, they're all over the news. They're on Good Morning America. Their story is front page everywhere. But when Black kids go missing, it's like we're not human. We get, a paragraph on page 5. I thought that was something I really wanted to sort of touch upon, the actual biases in media and biases within the world as well, too. The inspiration for Monday's Not Coming actually was loosely inspired by 2 cases, one that happened in Washington, D.C. of missing girls, and another that happened in Detroit, Michigan of 2 missing siblings. But the biggest inspiration for this story actually came from an experience I had with my best friend. Tada sprained her ankle and she was out of school for about 2 weeks. And that was actually the moment I realized that I didn't have any friends but Tara. And so when your whole world is missing and you're missing your person, it plagues you. That feeling of, missing a huge part of you just really rang with me. And I kept thinking about when children go missing, what do their best friends do? How do they function? How do they survive? I'm notorious for doing a lot of research for these type of books, particularly because they're loosely based on real life cases. So a lot of times I have to talk to lawyers and doctors and social workers to get sort of the meat and the background of a story. Besides the biggest theme of the book being missing children, particularly missing children of color, there's also other themes like gentrification, which really talks about your neighborhood, your culture being sort of eradicated in this whirlwind of other cultures coming in. And I think that's really important to really sort of dive into how it's actually affecting the people of color that are living there in these communities. Knowing how beautiful community can be, no matter where it's placed, no matter the situation that's happening, no matter if, you may not have $1 to your name, but you have community, you have barbecue, you have parties, you have music, you have friends and family. And that's something that people always forget. That community is such a home, and you build a village around that. Another theme that's in the story also talks about the idea of mental health. Sometimes you really do need medical advice on how to make it through a traumatic experience. I hate for readers to be spoon-fed these lessons. I really want readers to really step in the shoes of the characters and kind of understand what they're going through and understand, some of the pain and empathize with that. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I write books like this, things that are kind of ripped from the headlines, because these are actually happening to real kids. And kids should know that bad things do happen to one another and peers, and that they're really the biggest way to change these type of narratives is kids actually stepping up and, speaking up too. I'm hoping after you read this book is to start asking questions, particularly to adults, and raise flags about, have we really delved into missing children?